Hi, my name is Niki. I was a full-time content creator for 10 years, which is a long time, but I haven't made anything for about 5. And I have had this really strong sense that I want to be creative again and make things. And honestly, this is the only way that I know how. I'm not an artist or a sculptor. Is that a Elton John song? Then again, no. Oh no. Anyway, I got burnt out, but ultimately I feel like I'm not done telling my story. So I live in East London. I work in an influencer marketing agency, using all of the experience that I gained over those 10 years to do some really cool stuff, like award-winning stuff. I would love to be able to share some insight and knowledge that I've gained as a marketer and as a content creator that other content creators can use. I welcome you here to my channel, and whatever shape or form this takes, thank you for joining me on the ride, and let's begin. In really exciting news, I won something. I'm not saying this in like a woe is me kind of way, but I don't win things. Like the last thing I won, I was like 12 years old, and it was a drawing competition, and you had to draw Noah's Ark, and I won it. That's that really, that's the last thing I won. But yeah, I went to Max Lamanna's pop-up. He is a, I would say a vegan baking / cooking creator. As part of the pop-up, you could enter a giveaway for a sustainable goodie bag of bits and pieces. And I won it. It was one of those where you have to like tag a friend on Instagram. So I tagged James and someone at work because I knew they wouldn't mind. I won it. I'm gonna collect this goodie bag in my lunch break. And then once I've done that, I'm gonna set up in an office nearby and work from there for the day. So come with me to King's Cross. End of day, it's 6:15. I have done everything I needed to do. I'm the only person in this whole office. No one else here. My plan is to unpack the gifts that I got from the prize that I won. Actually, I might just show you them now. Let's do that. A board. It's made from organic waste. It's a board. I don't know how to describe this. A copy of Max's book, which I actually might do some of this tonight. What is this? Oh, wholemeal wheat flour, milled from revolutionary population wheat, grown on a farm, giving nature space to thrive. Okay, gut-friendly, raspberry and pomegranate. Love that for me. This now is probably one for James. He's Irish. This is organic Irish sea moss. Then we have, these are from Essex, where I'm from. Pumpkin seeds, roasted. Oh geez. Wow, they're really good. Today is sunny, which coincidentally, my mood has shifted and I feel energized and ready to do things. Last night I was in such a funk. I came back from the office and didn't really feel like cooking a good dinner. I didn't really feel like going for a run. I just wanted to chill and watch like TV and kind of zone out. And I know that is a symptom of myself when I've pushed myself too hard. And also haven't met my own expectations for me. I don't know if that's something that anyone else can relate to, but on days where I've set goals for myself that maybe aren't like achievable, or I have said, I'm gonna get this from the week for myself. My kind of grand plan for today is to hustle through work, get my to-do list done, go for a run, enjoy the sun, edit this video, because I've kind of got this nervousness to edit because it's not a path that I've walked recently, and it brings back all the feelings of like what editing content was like before and the expectations that I have on myself. The strong emotions attached to doing this the first time around have definitely resurfaced, and I'm really trying to let them pass through me and not affect how I approach it this time around. If you saw any of my content before, we had like this relentless upload schedule, but like it was crazy what we did. And I am just trying to like sit back a little bit, have a bit more perspective of this being something that I enjoy. That's why I'm doing it. I'm not doing this to like, you know, rekindle a past version of myself. I think I'm very much settled into me now. I remember a time where like doing a video like this was really intense. The idea of talking candidly from the heart was not something that I did on a regular basis. It was always like a departure from the norm if I did. And now it's like the only thing I really want to do. And for sure, there's a reflex where I'm like, let's just do something fun and light and like not be fully in the moment. But that's not the goal. The goal is just to make stuff that I enjoy making, that I enjoy watching, and also to share my life. Like, I think that what I enjoy watching is people sharing how they go about their days in new, interesting ways, in interesting places, and just give their insight. Because like, we're all just humans having a human experience, and this is mine. That how nature is so important. Like, I feel so calm and present in the busyness of nature, and I think being in a city just can really take you away from that. Being gay, cities offer a, I don't know, like sense of safety that I don't experience in more rural settings. So it's kind of like being stuck between a rock and a hard place of the safety of a city, but also the discomfort of a city at times. But yeah, this is my cleansing walk of the day. Get my steps in. I'm actually recovering from a surgery, and for the longest time I couldn't walk around. So having the opportunity to like do that now is something I don't take for granted. You join me on a sunny, slow weekend in London. I have the flat to myself, James is away, and I'm feeling like I just need a weekend that is me recharging, being slow, and just doing things for myself. So it's actually midday. My plan for today is there's a new market starting, I think, today in Victoria Park. So there's the markets in Hackney and Tower Hamlets that I spend a great deal of time at. So there is Broadway Market on Saturdays, which is a food market, and there's some stalls that do like clothes or like trinkets. There's like a record stand, which I really like. They always play like vibey tunes. I don't have a record player, so I don't actually buy anything. There's a new market starting in Victoria Park today, which is a food and vintage fashion market. I feel like the phrase vintage fashion is thrown around a lot now. I think it's like my ideal term for that would be a boot sale. Like, we can call it thrifting, but in the UK we don't have I feel like we don't have a thrifting culture. It's more like a boot sale. Like, I went to boot sales with my parents when I was a kid. I would sell so much stuff. I'm still mad at my brother for selling my Nintendo 64 for £5. It was like this red color and it was see-through. I don't want to talk about it. And then I'm probably going to walk to Ozone because we had coffee at Max Lamanna's pop-up and the coffee was outstanding. I have a subscription to Rave if it's really nice, like there's nothing wrong with it at all. But this was just delicious. Now, in saying that, I'm not a coffee expert. Like I make a decent coffee, but like I haven't trained. And my latte art is still a work in progress. I've had this coffee machine nearly 2 years. Anyway, I'm gonna walk to Ozone. I had to get the pad thai. There was no choice. I think I like told myself I would get this morning. For the record, the clothes were very expensive for what they were, but that's London. Like £30 for a vintage hat. I'm suddenly self-conscious about chopsticks. Like I feel like I'm okay. It's exceptional. I don't know what kind of crack they put in this, but I love living in East. I've lived in West. I've lived in North. I haven't lived in South. Well, kind of I have. I lived in Roehampton, which is like towards Kingston direction by Richmond Park, but that to me actually feels more like West. It was like Southwest, I suppose. And when I moved from North London to here, there was like a psychological relaxing of the shoulders. Like everyone is just way more chill. Generally, like the East End was a little bit more rough and ready, and that has a beautiful appeal to it. Like my neighbours are very Cockney. They've been here since the 30s. They're old. It's just a friendly neighbourhoodness that I've not had in any other part of London. I'm very grateful to live where I live, and it's a beautiful place. Why can't my pad thais taste as good? I also think there's an element to it where if someone else has cooked for you, it tastes better. Like when I cook, I'm like, yeah, this tastes good. Like I'm not a bad cook. I used to have a series on YouTube where I feel like me and Sammy deliberately cook badly. But I'm actually a decent cook. Before this turns into a mukbang, I'm going. Huh? Editing this video, I feel like I didn't end it. Like I was really unclear of like, this feels like such a big moment to come back to making content. How do I end a video? And I suppose it's with kind of reflecting on that this process of creating has been years in the works, and it has been a real journey. There is a fear of rekindling like a past version of me or rerunning a past life, but I don't think that's where I'm at. I think that I'm approaching this now from a place where I am me, embodied and more settled in myself, and ready to re-express and reconnect with people, with an audience, or just put stuff out there and see what happens, because nothing changes unless something changes. and I've been having this like feeling, I want to do this. Like I wanted to do this before because it excites me, and that's the exact feeling that I have now. And for the longest time I was searching for a reason, like what is my reason to do something, and enjoyment is that reason. And I think it's a valid enough excuse to do something. I saw a quote recently about climbing over Cringe Mountain. I think that is probably a little bit too much of a distilling of what that feeling is, but it's been confronting, like making content again, but I am ready to do this. I'm ready to try it out for myself, to have fun with it, and I hope that's kind of come across. I haven't shared much of the work that I'm doing either, but I'm sat here currently in the office of all places. Hey. Oh, okay. No, that's all good. Can I, like 2 minutes? Yeah, thank you. Thanks for watching, and I will see you very soon. Bye.